Welcome, guys. This is Candy, and you're here with another episode of The Candy Show. We're here in Indianapolis, Indiana, and I want to welcome this talented young brother. You say talented? How talented? He sings, he raps, he dances, he's an actor, he's a model, director, songwriter,
just a little bit, just to name a few.
Playwriter,
just to name a few.
And we're gonna find out if there's anything else we can add to this list. Welcome, everyone, Mr. Montez Lafayette, hometown Indianapolis native.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Welcome to the Candy Show.
Well, thank you for having me. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for coming. Let's get into this right off the bat.
Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm ready.
Right off the bat. Where are we at? Tell them where we at.
We're at Zahi Studios on Oliver Avenue. Oh, I'm sorry, not Oliver Avenue. I don't know where it's at. But Zahi Studios, man. This is where the magic happens. This is where it goes down.
And guys, we are, if you can hear a little noise in the background, it's raining. We got little storms today. Give us a little, kill off some of that humidity, right?
Right.
Because this hair is awful right now. Today, boy.
It's white noise, you know.
Yeah, you know what? Let's hurry up and get this interview over. We might fall asleep up in here. Either that or we can just chill and watch some movies. Because we in what studio?
With Zahi Studios.
Okay.
This is it.
All right. So tell everyone who Montez Lafayette is.
My name is Montez Lafayette. Born and raised here. I'm just amazing, talented, beautiful, single guy who's
handsome, maybe.
Looking for that right one. But no, I sing. Like you said, I sing, rap. I've been singing and rapping since I was like 9 years old. I went to a studio with my buddy when I was we was early 20s, and he wanted me to go with him to an audition. I went to the audition and I actually got into the stage play, so that's what got me into stage plays. So I started doing that. Working with my buddy Trent Hawthorne. He basically was showing me the ropes, and he got me into acting. So I've been acting ever since.
Okay. You said that being at that young, tender age, was this something getting into this type of a field, the entertainment field? Is this something that you always wanted to do?
Yes, I used to watch Michael Jackson all the time.
Yes, one of my favorites.
I used to get my grandfather's hat and his little dress shoes, and I used to do the little kick and moonwalk when I was little. And ever since then, they was like, you should be in entertainment or something like that, like a dancer. They thought I was going to just do strictly dancing. But I was like, I just wanted to make people feel some type of way. I like that feeling of them just going through the emotions with me from, what I do. So that's what started right there.
Okay, we're going to have a Michael Jackson dance off song. I don't even know if you've seen my previous interviews. I was doing the moonwalk and I was doing all of that.
Okay.
I first heard of your name on another previous interview that I did with the young lady, Chandrea Fanay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she said something about you. She mentioned you. Tell us how you know Chandrea.
Well, we was in a production called Maggie, the stage play with Eric Washington. We did we were looking for a person to play the actor name, or we were looking for the character for Keisha. So what we did, I was in production. I went through an audition called Dance with Miss Doreen. Doreen, she used to be a Colts cheerleader. She was like the longest reigning Colts cheerleader. So I went to the auditions. I met Chandrea, and it's funny because me and her were partnered together, but I didn't even know. I was just new to the scene. I thought she was the person that I was auditioning for. So I met her like that. We just clicked ever since, and I told her I'm in a production called Maggie, the stage play. I brought her in, and she ended up getting hired, and everybody loved her since. And we decided to work on our own production together. So that's how I met her.
In your the music career, what? Because I know you're not living here, right? Because she said
Virginia Beach, Virginia.
See, tell us what happened with the music career. What made you go into that acting? Tell us a little bit about that.
So the music, I still do music. So it was 2016. I decided that I wanted to get out there and network. So I found out some things about Virginia. I know there's a bunch of artists out there that came out of Virginia. So I moved. I just took all my stuff, grabbed everything, and I just took off and went to Virginia Beach, Virginia. And I met a lot of connects. I met Juanita Wynn. She's a famous ghostwriter, like Grammy Award winning ghostwriter. She's worked with there's that thunder.
Raw, real, and natural, all on the Candy Show. You won't get anywhere else.
Hey, raw deal. So she, yes, Juanita Wynn. She's worked with like Beyonce, you know, Destiny's Child, Faith. She's Tyrese, Joel's, Jim Jones. She's worked with a bunch. She was signed to Quincy Jones. I met her out there, and she was just teaching me the music side, the business side of the music. So I was working with her, and she was helping me get my songs together and construct them better. And she helped me meet Mr. Capers, Jonathan Capers Sr. He's a famous jazz musician. So I met him, met his studio, went to his studio. We was there. They was showing me the ropes, like I said, the music side. And he introduced me to a guy named Mario Blanco. And Mario Blanco, he started a record label, and I was one of his artists to get signed with him. So,
but that was after you moved. Why did you move? Did anything go on with your rap career, your music career? What made you move?
Well, I wanted something new. I wanted to do something new because, like, I was doing some things here in Indiana, and I just felt like the type of style of music that I have, I feel like it doesn't really match the Indiana ear. So I feel like I want to go to different spots to see what sounds like me. I guess not necessarily say what sounds like me, but you know, what's similar to me, I guess, because what I have here, the style of music here doesn't really match what I do. Yes, I can do it, but you know, that's not really my thing. I like to do so. Yeah, that made me leave.
Was it hard for you to get that fan base built up here? Was it a struggle? Because we're from Indianapolis, and I've said it several times. It's very hard for us to get out to support our own local people.
This is true. I actually was I had a gig with Warner Brothers, and it was basically whoever won the contest. It wasn't really a contest. It was basically like a showcase talent type of thing. And Warner Brothers had to pull out because they couldn't sell enough tickets for the event, because the way Indianapolis is, they don't support enough. So they pulled out from. But what's crazy, I sold the most tickets too, so I would have been headlining the whole thing. But all the other artists couldn't sell their tickets, so I had to pull out.
Wow. This is what I tell people all the time. We've got to get out. We've got to support our own.
This is true.
Nothing wrong with supporting anybody else, but what are we doing here? How are we growing our community, especially in the entertainment field?
That's correct.
So you left here.
Yep, I
now,
left here.
Before you left here, though, were you thinking about anything other than the music career? Ooh.
Oh man, I'm nervous.
Wow.
I'm scared of thunder. Just kidding.
Raw, real again.
Yeah, there it is. Raw. I always say raw deal. So, but actually, I always knew. Like I said, I knew when I was 9 that I wanted to just strictly do music. People would throw hints at me that I need to do like other things, like acting, things like that. But I never really took it serious until, like I said, till me and my friend when we went to that audition. But leading up to that, like, yeah, it was music's always been like my first love, so I always had to do my music. I've met a lot of great artists, a lot of great people, but I also ran into the bad ones too, that try to rip you off and want you to pay all this money and stuff for all these deals and things like that. But you just, like I said, I always say, before you get to wisdom, you got to go through experience. So
I truly believe that. And then at the same time, everybody has to go through something in order to know exactly where you're going, where you want to be headed to.
That's definitely true.
We're going to talk about your acting career when we come right back.
Okay, sounds good.
We'll be right back. Welcome, guys. This is Candy, and we're here back again with very talented young gentlemen here from Indianapolis, Indiana, now living in Florida, right?
Virginia.
Virginia. Okay, Mr. Montez Lafayette.
That's me.
How did you get into acting?
Well, let's see. So, I was actually in the studio. I was recording one of my mixtapes, and my friend at the time, I didn't have my vehicle, so yeah.
Sidebar. I'm just gonna have to say because it's been one of those days, right?
Yes, it is. I'm not gonna cry or anything yet. When the camera goes off, maybe.
I'm sorry. I'm trying not to laugh.
It's okay. You can laugh. You can laugh. It's fine.
Go ahead.
So I was in the studio. I was waiting for my ride to pick me up, and he was like, "Well, if I pick you up, you gotta go with me to this audition." So I'm like, "Man, I do not want to go to no audition. I'm ready to go home." But he was my only transportation, so I had to go. So I was like, "All right, let's go." So we go to this audition, and we go in there, and it was for Maggie the Stage Play. So we go in there, and I was like, man, it'd be crazy if you didn't get picked up and they picked me and I wasn't even here for this. And he's just like, man, I'll act you. I'm a better actor. And I'm like, all right, well, I'm audition as well then. So, because I originally didn't want to, audition. The guy told me, Eric Washington, he told me, he's like, go ahead and act. You might be good at it. You never know. So I'm like, man, all right, whatever you say. So we went into, he told us to go in the back to practice our lines. We go in the back, and I end up getting the part. He still got the part too, though.
Oh, wow.
But I definitely got my part's better than his.
Okay, I was about to say, did you out-act him?
I did.
Okay. So was it a lead or?
Yeah, it was one of the leads.
It was shut up.
Yeah, it was one of the leads. Yeah.
See, there you go.
One of the leads.
You never turn down a possible opportunity.
It's true.
You just never know where it's gonna lead you to.
I played Dave the side guy.
Dave the who?
The side. I don't know if I could cuss, but Dave the side.
Internet. What's your character's name?
I was Dave the side nigga. That's what I was.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I was. Nope, Dave the side nigga.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
Oh, you played that well. It sounded like you had a real good experience with being a side.
I was just gonna say it was fun.
Piece.
It was fun. It was nice. It was nice.
And then after Maggie.
So then after Maggie, my friend Trent, he put me in place for another production. I did that one. That sold out as well. Maggie sold out, and then that one sold out. Then I started working with DeMarco Plays, and we did Waiting to Exhale. We did School Days. We did Philadelphia, Dear Diary. I was just kept jumping in them.
Are these all local productions? Were these all local productions?
Yep,
okay.
No. And those are just the locals. So I booked me an agent, and I started doing stuff in the Midwest as well, like Kentucky. I've been in some TV shows and movies out in all over really in the Midwest. So.
Shut up. Shut up. Yeah. All right.
A little something. Just to name a few.
Mm-hmm. And modeling.
Yep.
I see you doing your thing. Shut up.
Just a little bit. I actually did modeling just to see if I could do it, because, being ugly and stuff, you just want to see if you're truly ugly.
You're not ugly. You're very handsome.
Thank you.
It's the eyes. That's what it is.
Thank you.
They're so unique, little beady, but it. Okay, he's trying to flirt. We're gonna talk about that later off camera. But tell us about the acting. The modeling.
Well, yeah, I got into modeling. I was just taking pictures, and I was just looking at myself, and I was like, so I asked my brother. I was like, yo, can you take pictures of me real quick so I can see how these poses will look? So he's cracking jokes, roasting me and stuff like, oh, you look gay and all this other stuff, taking pictures. So I was like, I'm about to really try to do some modeling now. So I called up my agency, and I told them, could they get me into modeling? And boom, next thing I know, I'm doing modeling pictures and poses and all that good stuff.
So your crawl was the music, and from there it opened up doors to do multiple things.
Yes, it did.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord.
I felt that.
No. Whoa, did you? Whoa.
Oh, man,
okay.
I felt that.
He's raining on us today.
See, yeah.
Raining those blessings. All right.
Just stand up, start dancing for a minute. Hold on now.
Hey, church is anywhere. You can have church anywhere.
Exactly.
All right, let's get into the nitty gritty here.
Okay, let's do it.
Are you married?
I'm not married.
Single?
Yeah.
Okay, we definitely gonna talk off camera. Oh shoot, he done touched the Lord have mercy. All right.
Hey,
Lord have mercy. Can I get a amen on that one?
Let him talk through you. Hey.
Oh my goodness. What is going on right now for Montez Lafayette?
Well, let's see. I brought a stage play. I came from Virginia, came back to Indiana. I want to bring everything that I learned in Virginia. I brought it to Indiana. I brought a stage play. Well, actually, before my stage play, I started a charity where I started that in December. It was like a Christmas event. Basically go to different states and I delivered toys and things like that to help the children and other families.
Nice.
So yeah, I did that. That was fun, and I wanted to take it the next step further. So I got up with Chandrea, and we decided turn one of my songs into a stage play.
Okay, let's talk about. I'm gonna go back just a little bit.
Okay.
How many states have you hit so far with your charity, and what is that charity information? Give us that information.
Well, man, I've been everywhere in the Midwest, so pretty much everywhere in the Midwest. Southeast Coast, Virginia, of course. I've been to Maryland. I've had phone calls from North Carolina, South Carolina, so I've been there. Yeah, those are. Yeah. I think I pretty much named them all.
What's the name of it? Your organization?
It's Tez Cares, because Tez really cares. Like I did that.
I appreciate that. Right yes, there. You just
That's when it makes that little.
Do it again, and I'll do the ding. Ding.
There it
all
is.
right, see, there you go. I got you.
Okay, that's it. That's it. Tez Cares.
Watch out for Janesti.
Yeah. Watch out for Janesti.
I enjoyed it.
You came.
I did.
Oh my God.
See again what I tell you. God be putting people. Listen, I didn't say it, but I'm gonna say it again because I've said it before because it's true. God places people in your life, in your path, for specific reasons, and you never know sometimes what those reasons are. But He puts the right people in the right places at the right time.
This is true.
So yes, I love to play.
Thank you.
And I'm not exaggerating.
Thank you.
I'm gonna be honest, because I'm a real honest person. Local, yeah, you know why we say that? I know why I say it, because we're so used to seeing the professionals and on their level of what they do. So we compare that to when you're supporting a local event, especially a play, and you're like, it probably ain't gonna be all that good. You might go in there and start. I'm gonna be honest, I'm a critique too as well. So I'm not only looking for the great things, because I'm an event planner and coordinator, I look to see what can be improved.
Right.
Not so much as criticizing it, but what could be improved. And I was not finding one thing. You
gotta thank Chandrea for that.
One thing. From your transitions, they were great. They were quick.
Yeah, I was running backstage. I was sweating. Get that stuff out there. Yeah, when you work as a team, it makes everything so much easier. Cause like I said, I told them, I was like, we're a family, so we gotta treat this like a family.
Exactly.
You know, you might have those distant relatives that you wanna kick out, but at the end of the day, you're still family. You know, you gotta take care of family, and as long as we was like a unit and the proper leadership, we got it done. So.
And you had a very small cast, but yet big cast. How many cast members, or how many total was on the whole entire?
12 of us.
12.
Yeah, it was a lot. Well, to me, that's not really a lot, but yeah, it was a nice handful. It was a handful. So. And
I just love it. What are you gonna do with it? Are you gonna try to turn it into something else? Because I believe she told me that it actually was off of a song of yours.
Yes, I had a song called "Watch Out for Janetsi," which is another story. So I had a song called "Watch Out for Janetsi," and I told her I wanted to turn one of my songs into a stage play, but I didn't know which one we should use. And she was like, "Well, what about the Janetsi song?" And then I was like, "You know what? That'd be a perfect song." So I was like, I'll produce everything if you take care of the writing and all that type of stuff. And she held it down for me because she was doing this in Indiana while I was in Virginia. So
that's a team.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
A team.
So,
and I remember she said she writes plays really quick.
Yes, she does. She does. Like, I remember when we first talked about it, she called me the next day. Was like, "Okay, I started already." I'm like, "Sheesh." Like, all right, well then, okay.
Well, when you have a gift like that, you got to move on it.
Yeah, she's very talented. She's very talented.
How long was the production preparation?
Oh man, shoot, I felt like 1 month. We started. We talked about it in February, beginning of February, and then. Shoot, I say, since February. So February till May.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah, February till May.
Most of your higher level professionals that we're used to seeing, those productions usually take a year.
Yeah,
6 months to a year.
Yeah, we got on it fast. Like, because I told her, I was like, if you're down to do this, then I'm all in. So I was like, I really want to do this. I want to bring back something for where I was brought up, and I want to bring back something to help all the other artists out there who don't get to showcase their talent, because a lot of those artists, they were brand new.
I'm about to cry. Woo, I'm about to cry. Woo.
It's okay, let it out, it's okay. I know, it's okay.
Oh my goodness. Woo.
It's okay, let it out.
And the reason why I'm crying is because that is what the Candy Show is all about. Mm-hmm. Providing a platform for those local artists, mainly to get out there and give their exposure.
Yes, that's why I did it.
This is it. I told you.
That was exactly why I did it. That's the whole reason why I did this. And also, too, to add on to that, I don't want to make more tears come down, but to add on to that, a lot of the other artists that was in the production, some of them, they always get like small roles. They either get small roles or roles that's not big, to where it doesn't like showcase all their talent. I wanted to give them also an opportunity to show that they can do so much more, to where whoever big names come and see this, that they'll see like, they do have more talent. Like, that was my whole reason why I did that. I wanted to showcase that, because I didn't get that type of thing. So
I told you here on the Candy Show, we raw and we real, and emotions. Mm-hmm. I'm feeling it. I'm just, my goodness.
It's okay, let it out.
Guys, we are talking to hometown, very talented.
Thank you.
Very talented Mr. Montez Lafayette, and we're talking about all the things, the good things that he's doing for not only his community, but also for others, because he doesn't live here anymore, and he's still doing his thing.
Yes.
That play. Now, was it a play? Was it because because some people sometimes don't categorize their productions as plays.
Well,
was it a play? Tell me, how do you actually describe it?
It was originally a song. So working with Chandrea, we turned it into a stage play. So now, talking to Chandrea, now I'm thinking about turning it into a movie, because I've been getting so many people talking about, like, man, I can see that as a movie or like a series or something like that. So that's the next step. We're trying to turn that into a movie. So once again, if there's other artists out there that wants an opportunity, I said it at the end of my stage play, I was like, I'm here to network. I'm here to connect with people. That's why I represent Wi-Fi. I always say Wi-Fi get connected. So I'm here to be that connection for everybody. So.
And I tell you that again, I'm gonna reiterate it. It was one of those types of productions where you gonna miss it out if you get up and go to the restroom. Because, like I said, from me not even knowing that the actors were amateurs, some of them were very amateur, and that was their first time on the stage. I couldn't even tell that. Number one, the wardrobe, everything fit. Like I said, the transitions were quick. Your interactions with the audience, the lines, everybody dropped their lines. If it was funny, they dropped it at the right time. It was, I mean, if there was anything backstage, I can tell you what, we didn't see it. I didn't see it. If there was any commotion backstage, I didn't see it.
Yeah, that's a good thing. I'm glad to hear that. That means a lot.
It was very surprising too how it moved through, and it was definitely, as my word I like to say, very climactical, if you want to say that. I felt it. I mean, I even had to jump out of my seat.
There's some scenes like that. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Do a sequel.
Yes, please do. Please do it, and that definitely needs to be shown elsewhere. It needs to be seen, because there's probably not one person that can't say that they have not experienced something that was in.
Thank you. That means a lot.
Production.
That means a lot. Thank you.
What happened after that?
Well, what happened after that? The production. So we did the stage play. That was in May, and Antoine DeMarco, he called me and was like, yo man, are you in the city or whatever? I was like, yeah, I'm still in the city. He was like,
tell everyone who Antoine is.
Antoine DeMarco, he's another playwriter.
Please do. I got a chance to meet him, didn't even know who he was.
Yeah, he writes a lot of stage plays. He's like one of the big names in the Midwest who works on stage plays. So he has a great team, great cast. Yeah, he called me and wanted me to be in his production he has coming up, called Dear Diary. Dear Diary, he beats me because he loves me. So I was like, man, yeah, that's an intense one too. So he wanted me to come to that, but I was telling him, I was like, man, I don't know, like, when you gonna do the production, because I was only here for, just to do the stage play. I was like, he was like, nah, man, I feel like, they need to see you in this. So I was like, you know what? I'll do it again, because I did it before in the past, but I just felt like this time, like, I'm really gonna, it's gonna hit it hard this time. So I was like, I'll do it. I'll go ahead and do it. I told him, I told everybody, I was like, I'm gonna just stay for the summer. So if you got any summer things for me, just let me know. So while I was auditioning, or not auditioning, while I was rehearsing for that, I was working on my CD. My manager in Virginia, his son, I ghostwrite for his son. So his son, he just dropped a project out, and his son actually got famous for, I don't know if you remember the dance, the Juju on the beat.
Yes, that I can't do.
It's okay.
Well, I'm trying to call myself a dancer.
Hey, it's all in the shoulders.
So is that the artist that you were ghostwriting for?
Yeah.
Shut the freak up. Oh my gosh.
Ghostwriting for him. He made a nice project, which is out now. It's called Rio, the Beginning. So we was working on that while I was working on his stuff, and I started working on my own stuff, and yeah, then I got another offer to be in another gig, another production. So like, keep them coming. I got Brittany. Brittany is also another one of Marco's actresses. She's another talented one. She wanted me to be in one of her productions, so I'm going to be in her production in November. So yeah, we working. We definitely working. So.
And you said you're working on a CD. Now, was that CD yours, or just we still talking about the artist?
Well, his CD's finished, so we already did his. So I'm actually on a few songs. I think I'm on like 2 or 3 songs of his. That's called The Beginning by Rio. This is a big face. You'll see it on there. It's funny. He's a funny guy, funny kid. So his is already finished. So I'm working on mine. I'm throwing out, my singles out there. I just did a song called Cure. It's already at 25K, I believe. So I just put out there, so the numbers are steady growing. So we're trying to get those numbers up. So yeah, I just released that video.
Okay, I'm gonna ask this question.
Go ahead.
With the market, with the industry so flooded with a lot of rappers, talented, not talented.
Yeah, that's true too.
Why are you so different? What's so different about Montez Lafayette? Is that your rap name? Okay.
I love that question. So, what makes me different and stand out, I feel like, okay, you know how Drake, he was doing the whole singing rapping thing and that whole thing? See, I've been doing the singing rap thing. So it's like, But what makes mine stand out is like I can give you punchlines, I can be lyrical if you want, I get the metaphors, the similes, all that stuff, and I can yet tell you a story and have you dance to like some pop music. And that's the thing I feel like what makes me stand out is because I feel like I can literally do any genre of music and I can turn it into like a radio smash hit. And I feel like I can do that but yet connect with the underground artists. So I feel like that's what made me stand out, because there's been a time when I was at this, it was like this super hood party. It was like I'm talking about like guns, drugs, all that, all that. And like it was a bunch of bloods, like the whole crowd was just bloods, and I was the only dude in blue. Represent.
That's stand out.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Literally the only person in blue. So I don't know if I was having.
Scared?
No, I wasn't. Maybe I was having a blue Power Ranger moment or something. I don't know.
Hey, go Power Rangers! Yeah, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Yep, that's me. That's me now.
That's my song. Shoot. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, and it was time to spit them bars out, and they was feeling what I was saying. So that's right. Like right then and there, I knew I was like, I'm different, but I'm different to where they can connect to it. And I feel like that also helps me stand out, because you can connect with it. Because everybody's different. Everybody try to put everybody and categorize everybody as the same, but everybody's different. It's just like what connects you to that different. So.
Gary, throw another one at you.
Okay.
What is your biggest pet peeve?
Just in general, or with music?
It doesn't matter. Biggest pet peeve.
Oh man, my biggest pet peeve. Jeez, this is a tough one. Okay, I'm gonna do with music and acting and modeling and all that. I'm gonna do it with each one. So music-wise, my pet peeve is a person that records me and they're so slow. Like I'm talking about like don't know what the buttons are, like don't know how to use auto-tune. Like that is a big, oh my God, like that drives me so crazy. That makes me so angry. Like if you're not like quick, cause I don't mess up a lot on my takes with recording. So if I'm like, okay, I'm ready.
Oh, you the man, huh? Like you
one take
perfect.
Tez.
Nobody okay.
No, one take Tez, but yes, that, oh my gosh, that makes me mad. Or someone who's offbeat singing, that drives me crazy. Like off key, but thinking they killing it. Yes. Whew, it's a lot like that. Yeah, that was good.
Okay, let me tell you my biggest pet peeve.
Okay, go ahead, I gotta hear this.
This is gonna be crazy.
Okay.
All right, so I'm knock-kneed. Very knock-kneed. Okay. I'm very knock-kneed.
Didn't expect that, okay.
All right. And I have a little bit of a thick thigh.
Okay.
Both of them.
Okay.
And then they rub together. So every time when I get a pair of pants, I get them little material knots in the middle of my leg.
It'd be like thinning out.
Yes. And don't let it be my favorite pair of pants, because maybe I don't pull them out of the closet. Matter of fact, today, because I said I was gonna wear them.
Right.
Must start rubbing together so much. It's about to burn the whole leg.
Oh man, that's funny.
Oh my gosh! So that is one of my biggest. That's one of my biggest pet peeves. I just love that you know. Oh my gosh!
Yours is better than mine. I don't even want to keep going. Yeah, I don't even need to tell mine. Yours is good.
Oh gosh! All right, guys. Okay.
Oh wow!
We're gonna take another.
Yeah.
We're gonna take another break real quick, so we can come back from that. Guys, we'll be right back. Welcome, guys. This is Candy and another episode of the Candy Show, and we couldn't help it. Mr. Montez Lafayette, my guest today. Oh my gosh! I just had you on that last one, didn't I?
Yeah, that was funny. That was a good one.
Oh goodness! Oh my goodness!
That was amazing.
Whew. No, but seriously though, what do you feel like is your strongest talent out of that long list?
Yeah, the good questions. See, I like these questions. You give the good questions. I'm gonna say, ooh man, this is a tough one because I like them both. I like them both the same. See, I always wanted to play like a superhero in like a Marvel movie, which I'm also about to be in a superhero movie that's coming out. So
I'm gonna have to audition. I'm gonna audition for you because I need me a job right now.
I got you. Get connected. I can do that. So it would have to be between performing. Actually, not necessarily performing, creating the music, because I just love the whole creative process. Creating the music, and I like performing like a character. So I guess I would just say performing then, because I just love that whole creative aspect of it. Because like I said, I'm done a lot of production, so I've been an Australian kidnapper before. And I don't even know.
Well, shoot, if you done been a side piece, you might as well be a kidnapper.
Exactly, you know. So why not? You know. So I say go for everything. Do it all.
Welcome to Genesti and all the other productions that you have already created. Have you always played the director role?
No.
Did you? I mean, because you're a playwright. Tell us more about that. We talked about you being in front of the camera. Let's talk about you being behind the camera.
Behind the camera. Well, there's, like I said, Juanita Wynn, working with her. She actually has a stage play that she created. So I was helping her with her production. And I don't know if you guys know who Victoria Christopher Murray is. She's a famous author. So I was working with her in her productions. LaJill Hunt, I was working with her in her production. So what I try to do, I try to play behind the scenes to see how they do things, so where when it's time for me to come up with my productions or my things, I can use the notes that I've took to help me create like a great production. Because there's even times when I had to ask Andrea for tips and ask Antoine and ask Tina Harris, that's another director. And TJ, I had to ask them tips and things like that how to create a successful production. And I feel like you said, when you watch something and you start critiquing it, and sometimes that's just naturally because you naturally compare and contrast things. So I want to try to see, with my budget, how can I be on the same level as $1 million budget? You know what I mean? So getting those different tips and points of views and things like that. Like Angela, we call her Mama Angela. So just productions, all the productions that I've been in, I took notes from all of them to help my production to become a successful production. Because I have a TV show that I want to bring out. It's called Maintenance Chronicles. It's kind of like a Reno 911 type of thing, kind of like Cops, but they're gonna be following maintenance men. It's gonna be like a comedy. So I'm working on something like that as well. So.
Oh my gosh, where do you find time to even have some personal time? Whatever that personal time might be.
This is my personal time, chilling with you.
Hold up, with me? Oh, here we go again. Oh. You live, breathe, sleep, eat these gifts. Does all this fall under Tez Media?
Yep, under Tez Media. Tez Media, my business. Working with Mario, he gave me the keys to how to run a successful business, and I definitely took notes on how to run a business. We've been pushing ever since.
And we want to add another thing. You just mentioned it, a great student. You just said it. You cannot be a successful person without being a student first.
Correct, yeah.
And you're very humble. It sounds like you don't take anything for granted.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not walking around here like some people are with their nose up in the air thinking that their shit don't stink. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, this is true. I've ran into them too. And working with Juanita Wynn, she also... Well, I've always been that way, but she really polished it for me, because she's worked with so many big names and big artists and wrote their songs. Like, I've even met her name's I believe it's Alicia Brooks, or her artist name is Majesty. She worked with Rihanna. She wrote Rihanna's first smash hit. And working with those type of artists, like, they're just so humble, and they don't broadcast what they do, because it took me a while to even know who Juanita Wynn was, and I was literally just having small conversations with her. It took me asking about a studio for me to, other people was telling me I should Google her. She didn't say it, they were saying it. So it's like, she had the opportunity to tell me who she was, and she didn't even do that to me. So, and I feel like that her work speaks for itself, because she had fans and people that's worked with her telling me to go research her.
No, because let's be honest, not one person can say that they know everybody in the world, or even more so everybody in the business that they're trying to be in. Exactly. So for me personally, I would want to know a person anyway. That's why, again, Candy Show is here, not only just to help provide a platform, but also I want to know each person's story. What made them get to the place that they're at now? Because we know some people that are so high up, they act like, what?
Yeah.
Do you know who I am?
Yeah, I've met those too.
Your point?
Yeah, I've definitely met some of them.
Oh my goodness.
I met some artists like that. I definitely met a bunch of big name artists that kind of felt like they shunned you a little bit, like, sheesh.
All right, I'm about to audition for you.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
So, I don't know if I think I'm...
Yeah, you got it. All right. This gonna be good.
I'm not a rammer.
Okay.
I'm not a rapper.
Okay.
I'm just Candy.
That's right
that?
there. Woo!
Was that good for you?
That's it. You hired.
Hey, am I?
Yeah. We got a perfect position. You can, like, hold the lights.
Hold the lights? I mean, I was direct to the point. I didn't even let you figure out nothing.
Yep.
Yeah, I could beatbox.
That talent says I could hold the lights and beatbox at the same time.
Oh my goodness. Well, I think I need to be more of a student.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, and then work and look at everybody else.
We got a role for you. We gonna put you in a movie. We got you.
Cool. Oh, hey, like I told Miss Drizzy Dre.
Hey,
I can cry. Well, you already seen that, right?
I see that. Okay.
Hey, don't take me much. I can scream too.
Oh, try it.
Hey,
test it out.
Let me. No.
Test it. Okay.
I might bust the mics or something. I don't know.
I want to do that.
What do you have coming up?
What do I have coming up? Well, my EP's coming up. That's music wise. Like I said, The Beginning, Rio. That's already out, so that's something coming out. My single, Cure, Break It Down. You should have checked that out too.
You got a video for that already?
I do.
Okay, can I be the next person in your video?
You can actually.
I'm serious.
I'm serious too. Yeah,
okay.
You can. All right.
We'll see. We're gonna hold them to that.
All right. When I send that message, we're ready for you to pull up. So
I'm there.
Okay.
Look,
y'all hear that?
Look, wait a minute. Did I make it here before you did? Thank you.
She did.
So I will be there.
Okay. All right.
I'll be there.
Okay. All right. We're gonna send her the info. So we got that. We got Dear Diary coming up. That's coming up actually next month in September 7th. I got tickets for that if you guys need any.
Now, is this all here in Indianapolis?
Yeah, the production, Dear Diary's here. The production, the superhero movie that I'm going to be in, that's going to be in St. Louis. The other production that I'm in, Do You Know What Today Is? That's going to be in November. That's also here as well. So,
giving it back to us. Thank you, because I can take it all.
Take that.
Take it all.
Take that.
Music, theatrical. Oh my gosh.
Everything.
Is there something else on the list that we forgot? No. How about this? Is there something that you haven't accomplished yet?
Yes. There's one thing that I've been for years. I've been trying to do this, and it's like I'm just working my way up. I feel like I said, starting in Indiana, went to Virginia, I'm coming back to Indiana, and I feel like it was destiny. And you know what that thing is?
What?
Putting a ring on Candy's finger.
Oh Lord, we don't have to talk off of camera because you know I ain't getting any younger, so I just might have to get that. Hey.
Oh yeah.
Shoot.
And that's it.
Oh my goodness. How can we get in touch with you?
Well, Tez Media, that's my YouTube. You can also go find me on Instagram, Facebook, all the social medias, Tez Media Devil, or you can hit up Montez Lafayette.
Well, I appreciate you being here
Thank you for
at
having
the Candy Show and giving me this opportunity to just reach out, know you, because that's really what I wanted to do. I wanted to know who was this interesting person who put on this production and who came on stage and sung his song. That was a good way to tie that into. I like that too. Now I was a little confused. I was like, "What's going on?" But then I noticed it. It's like, okay, if y'all understand, this is not the start. Your start was your song.
Exactly.
So I love that. Love that. Okay, so I'm gonna sing for you. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I need you to critique me.
Okay, I got you.
It's like candy, I can feel it when you walk, even when you talk, it takes over me. And hold on. Candy girl, you're all my world. You look so sweet. You're a special treat. Now y'all know them are my theme songs, and y'all know I don't own the rights to them, but I just love them songs. Okay, what you think?
You know what? You're hired. You got another role again. We about to do a track together.
Okay, can you at least tell me, what do I get?
You get out of 10. Out of 10. Your number is so high, I can't even think what number to give you.
Oh wow!
That's how good that number is.
Ooh,
that's
shade.
That's it. No, that's good. Girl, that's true. All that talent. Oh man.
One more. Well, hold on, y'all. I'm gonna let you in on something. No, I'm gonna let them on somewhere. Some little shade he just threw at me earlier, trying to get up on these seats. Now y'all can't see this, but my feet don't even touch the floor. So he said something about him having, well, it must be my rump. This, because I also couldn't even hold. The chair keeps moving on me, y'all. I was like, how do I stop the chair? He basically said, well, his rump is what's stopping his chair. So I got some mega shade, because he basically trying to say Candy ain't got nothing back here.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Now I know I have a flatisa. Flatess.
Little booties matter.
Okay, you didn't know? You didn't know my song? Wait a minute, hold on. Little booty.
Hey.
Little booty.
Hey, throw them at, yo. Hey. That's it.
Guys, I want to especially thank Mr. Very talented, multi-talented.
Thank you.
And still trying to reach for the stars to find out what else he wants to accomplish. Mr. Montez Lafayette, hometown, Indianapolis, raised, born, native, grown. Catch him in a city near you. Make sure you reach out to him on social media. Follow him. He's got a journey, guys. He's got a story. And I want to thank you, my special guest, again for tuning in to the Candy Show. And we are out of here. Peace.
Raw deal.
We ain't getting no younger. This place is stand still, let's move further. You thinking about my past and who I'm with, girl. If you want me to change it, let me